know, Miss Banks, since you had that baby, there's something different about you.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for not-so-fun facts behind the scenes of the classic sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, come on, don't do this.
I know, I'm sorry.
Tatiana throwing me off.
Number 10. Alfonso Ribero's career challenges. Alfonso Ribero's acting career was born with a silver spoon long before America was dancing the Carlton, and yet 2 hit sitcoms proved to be a curse.
How dare you not take Will? He's full of potential.
That's why we want him. It's you we don't want.
Me? But I did everything.
Ribero struggled to find high-profile and unique roles after the end of The Fresh Prince. There were always opportunities in typecasting and the nostalgia industry. It's not unusual to be loved by everyone for one role, but Ribero has gone so far as to say Carlton ended his career as a true actor.
Most of the world can't get past Carlton. So because of that, I have been typecasted to the point where it's almost impossible for people to see me doing something else.
After winning Dancing with the Stars in 2014, he was revitalized as host of the popular show and America's Funniest Videos. Still, the tragedy of one-hit wonders in acting is nothing to laugh about.
You're no longer allowed to act because you did that one so well that we can't see you as something else. Is a really difficult transition that took years for me to understand and to get past.
Number 9. Stuntman Jazzy Jeff. Whenever Jazz visited wearing a particular shirt, we knew what was coming.
When you go to your car, you gotta walk. What, don't you? Please, watch this. Yo, Mr. Banks, my tubby judicial brother.
It's long been assumed that the running gag of Uncle Phil tossing the nuisance out of his house was shot only once. DJ Jazzy Jeff was actually committed to the bit, but reached his breaking point when it was first filmed.
Like, I had to jump, and every last one of those takes were easily 50 jumps. So I would be black and blue after doing it.
While there were obviously safety measures, Jazz was still so banged up by the end of filming that he persuaded the producers to recycle the shot for future ejections. The outfit he wore would return for those scenes in the interest of continuity. Losing the element of surprise with a beloved gag was a small price to pay for the actor's safety.
I know that look. You're not getting any younger. This isn't good for your back. I brought this on myself.
Number 8. Gossip Book. Not all the tension on set was dealt with directly. Before the burn book in Mean Girls, The Fresh Prince had a journal stored in a kitchen drawer. In a 2014 interview with ABC, Karen Parsons revealed that the cast and crew would regularly pull it out to write down whatever was on their minds. Sometimes it was poetry. Sometimes it was a rant about colleagues who weren't living up to professional standards or manners.
We're young adults here. I mean, we have a right to our own opinions.
Yeah.
These entries were available for anyone to see and hopefully take as constructive criticism. Parsons wound up with the journal and seems to look back at it fondly. Most might see it as a risky way to clear the air at work.
You know what? I'm sick of this. Let's go. Let's go right now. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. What? Come on. Let's go. Come on. What you want to do? Like that hurt.
Number 7. Who ended the show? There wasn't a dry eye when the Banks family bid farewell after 6 seasons. Actually, it wasn't as natural of a conclusion as fans thought.
What the hell is going on?
Look, Uncle Phil, this is not really your concern. You know, it's about me. It's not about you. So don't even worry about it, all right?
How can you say that?
Will Smith had grown weary of the show and wanted to launch his movie career while he was still a hot name. Pointing to declining ratings, he talked NBC into canceling The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1996.
Well, then I guess my work here is done. Oh, but as a parting gift,
Hey, yo.
Smith went on to become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. His co-stars, however, didn't have the brand to hit the ground running. It's been debated whether Smith's influence, even at the time, hurt their careers. In defense of the show's tainted finale, it was more satisfying than what the network originally had in mind.
I love you, Uncle Phil, and I just don't want to lose you, any of you.
You're not gonna lose us. You are my son, Will. End of story.
Number 6. Brought back from cancellation. Fans had to wonder what direction Fresh Prince would take after season 4 ended with Will moving back to Philly. Well, there was no direction planned.
But that ain't gonna do nothing for my rep. Let's go right now, and I ain't taking no for an answer.
You have no choice.
It may be hard to believe now, but the show was slipping so much in the ratings after 4 years that NBC decided to cancel it. Their attempt at a natural conclusion only frustrated fans more.
I ain't ready to leave yet, y'all. I'm still having fun.
Fun? You've been ostracized since you got here.
Oh, man, what you talking about? That Chicken Will thing? Come on, man, that ain't nothing. Guys be tripping like that all the time.
You mean I was in a garbage can for nothing?
Will Smith still believed in the show and pressed the network with many fan letters demanding another season. NBC ended up commissioning 2. Season 5 opened with the rep for NBC actually dragging Will back to Bel-Air, as if the network knew what fans wanted in the first place.
Well, yeah, man, but you know, my mom.
Get the fan.
Yo, Holmes, to Bel-Air.
Number 5. That's Acting. Or Not? The heartbreaking episode, Papa's Got a Brand New Excuse, ends on Will Smith's decisive debut as a dramatic actor. It's all the more heartbreaking for how close to home it was.
I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
Smith detailed a volatile relationship with his own father in his 2021 memoir, Will. He's never admitted that this directly influenced his character's complicated feelings about his absent dad, but Uncle Phil's hug was all too real. Smith wanted so badly to impress seasoned dramatist James Avery that he kept messing up his big monologue.
Stage-trained, Shakespearean beast. Right, and I'm the little rapper from Philly under him, right? And I wanted him to think I was good so bad.
Him to be proud of
I wanted him to be proud of me.
As he grew furious in front of the studio audience, Avery told him to use that frustration. Smith nailed the scene. Of course, his moment of glory required some grueling motivation.
And I fall into his arms at the end of the scene, and he's holding me, and the shot pans off, and he whispered in my ear, he said, "Now that's acting."
That's
He's like, "No, that's acting." And I was like, "Ah!"
Number 4. Jenji Cohan. There are many horror stories about hostilities behind the scenes of The Fresh Prince. Several of them were told by Jenji Cohan. The creator of Weeds and Orange is the New Black began her career as a writer on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That was a big show.
It was a big show. A happy stage, a miserable upstairs.
Really?
It was
Which means the writer's room?
Yeah, it was a rough room.
In 2017, she told The New Yorker that the production was rife with arguments and pranks. Cohan herself was allegedly given a racist, anti-Semitic, and misogynistic nickname in the writer's room.
There was a lot of really messed up stuff. And having had that experience, I felt like I need to write my own stuff.
She was still cautiously reserving the anecdotes for which she described as a brutal introduction to the industry. Though her allegations have not been supported by another party, they are consistent with the hectic process for the beloved sitcom.
Who's responsible for this? Listen, I can explain.
Number 3. Will Smith's financial obligations. After their 1989 Grammy win, a TV show seemed to be the natural progression for DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The truth is that the hip-hop duo didn't have much of a choice.
I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it.
Rampant overspending and shirking income taxes had put Will Smith a whopping $2.8 million in debt to the IRS. Then came along the rich uncle, literally.
I want to talk to you.
About what?
You know. From the minute you walked in that door, you've been a one-man wrecking crew, trying to tear down what's taken a lot of hard work to build up, skewering everything with your flippin' shenanigans.
Smith begrudgingly took the lead role on a sitcom, with the IRS garnishing 70% of his wages for the first 3 years. Maybe The Fresh Prince wasn't built to handle music stardom. As it turns out, one desperate gig paved the way for his ascent as the king of summer movies.
But before y'all get to beaming me up, it's a couple things I want you to understand. First off, you chose me, so you recognize the skills.
Number 2. Feuds with Janet Hubert. It's not much of a secret that Vivian Banks' first actress, Janet Hubert, had a nasty feud with Will Smith. It's believed that this tension was based on the two actors' difference in experience and behind-the-scenes influence. According to Alfonso Ribeiro, however, Hubert was hostile toward the whole cast and crew.
And I wasn't unprofessional on the set. I just stopped talking to everybody because I didn't know who to trust, because I had been banished. And they said it was you who banished me.
She made the decision to leave The Fresh Prince after season 3, but reports of Smith's complaints stuck. Daphne Maxwell Reid portrayed Vivian for the remainder of the series. Meanwhile, Hubert's reputation of being difficult to work with devastated her career.
You know those words, calling a black woman difficult in Hollywood is the kiss of death. It's the kiss of death, and it's hard enough being a dark-skinned black woman.
She and Smith publicly made amends in HBO Max's 2020 reunion special, but their more wholesome relationship for 3 seasons is stained by career-killing drama.
It was like heaven, except the angels was doing splits.
It was hell on earth.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Based on a true story. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air didn't originate to capitalize on a family-friendly rapper. It was actually inspired by the youth of record executive Benny Medina, but there were no rich relatives to save him from East Los Angeles.
When I came into contact with other black families in Beverly Hills, they actually were not very accepting of me being the outsider.
After his mother's death and his jailbird father's disappearance, Medina bounced around foster homes and dealt drugs. He was eventually taken in by a wealthy friend in Beverly Hills, allowing him to find his own fortune in showbiz. This heavy underdog story would be sanitized and adapted by Warner Brothers Television with Quincy Jones's endorsement.
Carlton, what the hell are you wearing?
Yo, this?
Carlton, you look like a pirate.
Yo, stop front. You know this gear's chill.
Why are you talking like that?
Yo, how you playing me, Prince? What? Yo, you dissing me.
Come on, man, stop it!
Sadly, Medina's legacy has been corrupted by sexual assault allegations. The Fresh Prince remains a feel-good classic, despite the behind-the-scenes baggage. Still, maybe Peacock's dramatic reboot Bel-Air isn't that jarring after all.
This time we're trying to make you forget who you are and where you came from. Don't let it do that.
What are some other production facts that may rattle the Fresh Prince's throne? Hold court in the comments.